Hello 9A and 9B, this is Miss Rowe and I'm just recapping the lesson we did on Thursday, which was on flowcharts. So we started off, let's have a look, on the settler. You wrote an algorithm to show how you brush your teeth. So I know a few of you in class were a bit like, why are we doing this? But what I wanted you to see was something broken down into pieces. So if you think of brushing your teeth, some people in the class might have put 3 items. So we say, for example, the steps were pick your toothbrush up, put the toothpaste on your toothbrush up, put under the cold water tap, then start brushing. So someone might have put that, but then some others in the class were like, well, no, I wouldn't brush my teeth like that. I rinse my brush first, then I put the toothpaste on, and then I start brushing. So everyone's got a different way of brushing the teeth. So anyway, this is what I wanted you to see, the different, steps. There's not just one step. So here we go, flowcharts. So lesson objectives on Thursday. You able to understand what a flowchart is and what the symbols mean. And lesson objective 2, can create a flowchart correctly to help design an algorithm. So hi 9A and 9B, this is Miss Rowe and I'm just recapping the lesson we had on Thursday on flowcharts. So let's start. So I gave you a settler activity, which was to break down how you brush your teeth. So everyone in the class, most people put their hands up and said, right, so what do you do to brush your teeth? You pick the toothbrush up, you put the toothpaste on, you start brushing. And then other people might have said, pick the toothbrush up, rinse it under the tap, put the toothpaste on, start brushing. So you can see there's different ways of breaking down one algorithm, as per se. So brushing your teeth, if that was the algorithm, there are different steps you must take. So let's have a look. So lesson objectives. We're able to understand what a flowchart is and what the symbols mean. And lesson 2 objective was, can create a flowchart correctly to help design an algorithm. So the next step I'll skip because it was just when we went over the starter activity, which was explaining how you'd use social media page. And some of you gave some brilliant answers saying we'd visit, Instagram.com. We'd click on the link. We'd type in our passwords. But then you actually gave me the various options as well. What happens if you don't know your password, for example? Well, it takes you back to login again. You have to click on forget password. So these are the kinds of things we're looking at this lesson. So we'll skip that one. So what is a flowchart? So a flowchart is a way of visually representing an algorithm. An algorithm is a set of specific instructions followed in order. A flowchart shows the order in which a series of events is to be carried out. What is a flowchart made of? Symbols used to represent particular operations. Flow lines indicate the sequence of operations. And I gave you all 2 handouts just so you understand the various symbols. Let's have a look. We'll just have a quick look at this one now. I haven't got the second handout on here, but you've got it in your workbooks. So start and stop, process, decision, input and output, direction of flow. They're the ones that you'll be using. So it's the top 4 and the last one. But it's good to know the connector as well. So you make sure you all have this in your books and stuck in your books, because we're going to need this next lesson because you're actually designing flowcharts next lesson. Okay, and this was a little fun one. What to do if stuck in lesson. Start. Be getting on with your work. Are you stuck? Yes or no, obviously. It's a decision. So, are you getting on with your work? No. Right, takes you back to the beginning again. Are you stuck? Yes. Have you read the instructions? No. Yes. And we follow it all the way to the end. Keep going till we get to the finish. Have you looked online? No. research topic online, etc. It goes all the way to the beginning again. So when you move through, have you looked online? Yes. So you've done all these steps. You wait for me. Explain what you're stuck on and then finish. And you can see here, terminator, decisions, processes, the flow of information, etc. So why do we use flowcharts? Flowcharts are made to represent algorithms. They are a useful way of planning how a computer program works and show others your thinking when you design it. Flowcharts are strict because computers need specific instructions. And that was a part in the lesson that I explained. If we think back to the brushing your teeth, if you make an error in brushing your teeth, you know, oh, I forgot to put the toothpaste on. However, a computer will literally, like it says there, it's very strict. They need specific instructions. So you give them steps and they will follow those steps exact. So if you give them brush teeth, put toothpaste on, pick up toothbrush, then obviously that is going to be the wrong order to us, that we could just change it. But obviously with computers, they need it in an exact order to follow the instructions to complete the task. We break down, decompose large problems into smaller problems to form the instructions. Each flowchart contains one small area of the whole problem. This stops it from looking too complicated. And efficiency is a significant benefit of flowcharts. So you all did the social media task. So Facebook algorithm would be, and like some of you chose Instagram. So enter facebook.com in your browser, which is the input. Facebook homepage loads, it's a process. You enter your email ID and password, input, or output, obviously. Is the email ID and password valid? Well, that is a decision. So that would be in one of the diamonds. If no, then login error, process. Go to step 3, else, display Facebook account, input, output. Stop. And that's it. That's it. Or that one's finish, obviously. But it's exactly the same thing. So we'll see that now in flowchart form. Same thing. This is what you're going to be doing on Wednesday and Thursday. So let's start. Enter facebook.com, facebook.com homepage, enter email and password. Is email ID and password correct? Yes. Display account? No. Login error. Enter email password again. So you do that until it goes down to stop. And the activity, this is obviously the flowchart. We're going to be finishing on Tuesday. So like I said, you don't have to go to the Trafford Centre. You can say you've gone anywhere. But it's the process we're going through for this. So say you buy an item of clothing, before you draw your flowchart, I want you to think of, like, what is the process? Is there more than one option? What are decisions made, etc.? And I'll give you a little clue on here. So obviously I know people have watched my video. So here we go. So buy a dress. Go to a mall. Shop at one store. Walk around and pick a dress. Try on. Is the dress okay? No. Take another piece. Try on. Is the dress okay? Yes. Does it fit you well? Yes or no. Decision. No. Want to see more? Yes. Go to the next again. And then, or obviously go back. All here. Walk around and pick a dress. Try on. Is the size okay? Yes. Does it fit you well? Yes. Check the price. Is the price okay? That's another added one. So if you haven't thought about that already, that's a little extra. Yes or no. And then it goes round again. So that's a really good, fun option. And then obviously we'll go on to Kahoot. We'll finish this on Thursday, because I know a few had problems last lesson. And that's it. I'll see you on Wednesday for our next lesson. which is flowcharts and pseudocode. Okay.